Back at it again, baby, and we got another one with Joe Rogan. Let's dive in.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
So this fucking Dave Chappelle thing's crazy. Last night, I guess it was, someone attacked him at the Hollywood Bowl. He's fine. I checked in with him today. He was laughing about it. He's in good spirits. There's a video actually. He was laughing like right afterwards.
Yeah.
Because Jamie Foxx apparently had a cowboy hat and he jumped on stage to help. Jamie Foxx with a cowboy hat jumped on stage to fuck that dude up. The guy was 5 foot. That arm's broken, by the way. That arm's fucked. It's also like the way they led him into the like when he got into the actual stretcher, you could see he's fucked.
It's so funny. You can tell the type of beat up that somebody is when they're getting kicked on the ground from different angles by different people. It's a different type of like beat up look.
Yeah.
You could tell that left side of his face was the side that was either on the ground or totally like away from everything.
And the other side was getting punched.
Just everything's swollen on the one side.
Yeah, he's fucked. That guy, Jesus Christ.
You could tell. You can.
And the crazy thing about this whole situation is the guy had a knife on him. So that could have ended terribly. And the people that were, hey, you shouldn't be making fun of this. Well, I wonder what they would have said if Dave Chappelle had been seriously hurt or had even, dare I say, lost his life on that stage in front of that entire crowd. I wonder what they would say then. I'm sure some of them would probably say, well, good, he deserved it, which is just crazy to even think about. Nobody should be running on stage. If you can't handle the heat, stay out of the kitchen. I've said this time and time again. If you don't like being made fun of or having jokes made about you, then stay home. And if anything, you should feel honored. People keep talking about a certain group being excluded. I don't know if this guy is LGBTQ or whatever, but that's been the running narrative. So we'll run with that. I don't know that for a fact. Even I think Chris Rock even made a joke about it, after the whole situation happened. But people talk about, LGBTQ being excluded, from society. But in comedy, you're included. You right along with the rest of us. Me with my big old lips and my big old nose, I could smell a cookie from a mile away. Please make fun of me and make fun of everybody else. Hey, LGBTQ, you right, you fit in right along with us. You getting made fun of just like I'm getting made fun of, just like the person next to me is getting made fun of. It's no different. That's the way that I see it. We should all be treated the same. We all get made fun of. It is what it is. It's a comedy show, baby. But y'all let me know how you feel.
Always tell because you saw the actual video?
I saw the video. First of all, Dave Chappelle has good hips because the guy shoots
he almost
in
sprawled
on him, and he kind of turned with him. He kind of kung fu'd him.
Yeah,
he gave him a little aikido. Have you watched the video? As the guy's coming in, he's coming in this way, and Dave kind of like turns a little.
And it's balls too. Chappelle's a big boy, bigger than you think he is.
Well, the guy's crazy. Clearly, there's something wrong with him. Look at this.
And I mean, there's just no way to describe how not expecting that you are when you're on stage.
Yeah. Look at it, he just runs away.
And then the comedian clicks in and he comes back because he's like, wait, I have to my mic right now.
Look at this guy running. Oh, my God.
That was such a weak tackle, too. What? No. You can tell he ain't played football a day in his life. What kind of weak little tackle is that?
I have to my mic right now.
Bro, you have a running start on a standing target that is not expecting anything. He could have just absolutely destroyed Dave Chappelle with that tackle. But look at
this guy running.
Look at this.
Oh my God, that guy's never tackled anybody in his life.
I just said the exact same thing. Oh my God. Oh my! Tell him again, Joe Rogan, please.
No.
Look at this guy running. Oh my God, that guy's never tackled anybody in his life.
No, Chappelle almost makes it clear out all the way.
Yeah, almost. If he just had a little training. See, that was all an instinct. Mm-hmm. If he just had a little training. Imagine if he just punted that dude in the head when he went down.
Yeah, one of those Masvidal knees.
There is no security in the front row at this thing. Like. There should have been someone there that was scanning the audience for fucking weirdos that were ready to sprint.
Crazy.
Well,
I bet at his next shows he'll definitely have front row security. From the video that I saw, all the security was back behind the curtain, which I'm sure that was because of the whole Netflix thing. They didn't want security being, on camera. I'm sure that was the reason, but in the future, they ain't gonna care. Security gonna be or at least security is gonna be occupying, some seats in the front row. So if they see anybody even attempting to jump over, they'll hop out of their seats and jump over. They'll kind of blend in with the crowd a little bit instead of standing along the front. But yeah.
We live in strange times, man. I mean, and after the Chris Rock thing, that was one of the things I was worried about. I was like, are people thinking they're going to start smacking comedians now if they don't like what they're saying?
Yeah.
And what I'm thinking, or what I'm worried about, is that, people think that's justified. Like, people keep using the same things. I saw an article. They said his transphobic statements. They're not fucking statements. They're jokes. They're not jokes that are transphobic either. They're jokes that feature trans people. They're not transphobic jokes. His whole bit in that last special that everybody was mad at is essentially a love letter to his friend that killed herself because she was supporting him and she got attacked on stage. The idea that in somehow or another is transphobic just because he's talking about a trans person is fucking crazy.
Right.
And then they just don't want to be talked about. That's essentially what it is. Like, they're saying it's transphobic if you're even mentioning trans people as a subject, which is bonkers.
Yeah, because it's really the opposite, right? That means that they're equal.
Yeah.
If you're being included in an American free conversation and obviously a comedy.
Golly, I'm glad somebody else has some common sense. You're being included into the whole discussion. You're being included in society. You should be happy about it, not up in arms. And that, I think that's the problem with a lot of social justice movements. People don't want equality. They want privilege. They want to be above everybody else. You have to treat me supremely. And if you don't, it's the R word. The R word that typically means that you hate a certain group of people based on their race, okay? Or you're phobic if you don't treat me supremely, which I think is just crazy. I'll treat you equally. I'll treat you the same way that I treat everybody else. And you know what? I make fun of everybody else. So welcome to the club. Welcome to the club. You're getting made fun of right along with everybody else here in this room that you see. There's no hate in that. But maybe I'm wrong. Y'all let me know.
Set. Like, that means that you're part of the everything else. You're now.
Yeah, I mean, we all, of course, everything's part of the everything else. But it's like, if there's stuff that you cannot discuss at all because it's so hot, the subject can't be brought up. Well, this is a nonsense way of communicating. You can't communicate like that.
Right.
You can't say people can't discuss topics.
Right.
Or discuss something that is prominent in culture right now. I mean, there's a lot of discussions about trans rights and about use of bathrooms and about, trans kids, and the White House talks about it. And Jen Psaki was doing an interview and she was crying about it, sort of misrepresenting what the supposedly don't say gay bill in Florida, which isn't don't say gay.
Yeah, I hate that too. If you want to state something, state it correctly. Don't twist it so it benefits your side of the argument. That whole situation, we can get into a whole discussion about that, but we'll save that for another video, another day. If you guys got any that I should be checking out, definitely send it my way. Comment it down below or hit me in the DM.
This is it's a weird time because we have to be able to look through the fog of the anger that we have for the opposite, or the anger we have for the opponent. Because the way that the Democrats and the way that Republicans look at it today is there's us and there's them. And it's so polarized that anytime something comes up, anything, like, well, these subjects, like, you want to find out what side is on what side of the issue. Like, is my side on this is okay, or is my side on this is a bad thing?
And that's why I like Joe Rogan, man. I feel like he speaks from a place of common sense, because I definitely agree with that last statement that he just said. We've gotten to a place in society, and I've touched on this, don't consider me left or don't consider me right. I'm a free agent. Wherever common sense and logic is, and the most facts lie, that's where I stand. That is where I stand, and that is where it should be. That is the way it should be. Common sense and facts. I don't live in a fantasy world. I live in the real world. So wherever the facts lie, that's where I stand. Wherever that may be. Should be that simple. If the left is doing some BS, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to call it out. If the right is doing some BS, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to call it out. Should be that simple. There should be none of what Joe Rogan just described as, where there's an issue. What does my side think about the issue? Oh, okay. They believe it's wrong. All right. Well, I believe it's wrong. It's wrong. What? So you just have no power to think for yourself? All right. You go ahead and do that. Let the sheep be the sheep. Now, if I so happen to agree, cool, fine. But I'm a free thinking man. Left, right, up, down. I don't care. I don't care what they think. It's what I think. Anyway, y'all let me know what you thought about this one in the comment section below. Like, share, comment, and of course, hit that subscribe button before you go. It's right up over there. Click that thing. All right. And right after you click that and subscribe, check out that video too. You might like it. Peace and love. I'm out.